Fantasy football world, how's everyone doing? Jared, Bengals correspondent for the scout team here. And today I'm going to be breaking down all the Bengals fantasy football players you should play and you should sit for this week 4 Thursday night matchup against the Miami Dolphins. So let's start off with Joe Burrow. Bounce back week last week. He finally started to look like the old Joe Burrow. Keep him in your lineups. I said it last week, and I'll say it again this week. It's going to be a high-scoring game. Burrow is starting to get a lot more comfortable. The appendix in the offseason, a lot of things. He's getting more comfortable. Start Joe Burrow. Moving on to Mixon, I've had a lot of concerns, a lot of questions asked about Joe Mixon. I think the more the Bengals work in that play action, teams are going to be forced to not stack the box on the Bengals as much. I think Mixon has great rushing upside, and his receiving upside out of the backfield too is very underrated. Not a lot of people talk about that when you talk about Joe Mixon, but I think he's going to figure it out. He's going to finish as a top 5 running back this year. Keep Joe Mixon in your lineups. Moving on, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. Keep both of these guys in your lineups. The touchdown upside is through the roof. The big play upside is through the roof, and they're also probably both on Thursday going to get at least 8 to 10 targets. So start T, start Jamar, and don't have any worry about it. Tyler Boyd, I told you guys to start him last week. Don't start him this week. I'm a little worried. I think, one of the best things that the Dolphins have is slot cornerbacks and depth at that position. Noah Igbenogany, just butchered that name, but they also have some good linebackers, some athletic linebackers there. So Tyler Boyd, I'm staying away from, but Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, keep those guys in your lineup. And that's pretty much it for the receiving core. As for the tight ends, Hayden Hurst, make sure that you're careful with him this week. Last week, he was working back from that injury. I said be cautious about him. I'm going to say the same this week. I don't know how many targets he will see just because he's working back from that injury. So be cautious about starting Hayden Hurst. I think I'm more comfortable sitting him this week. For the Bengals defense, I'm staying away this week. Last week I was in the air. This week I'm 100% staying away. High-powered Dolphins offense, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. I like that trio they got there at running back as well. Miami's offense has been rolling this entire season, so I'm staying away from the Bengals defense. But that's going to do it for your Week 4 Bengals update. Appreciate you guys tuning in every week. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys for the Week 5 update. Peace.